Hello everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. Free speech is it's very, very important. And sometimes it's more important than we actually think. And it's important to make sure that it's done properly. Some people can get caught up in the moment, and when they let out their true feelings about how they really feel about certain things, they would tend to go a little too far. And of course, it leads to extremists. Now, people from both sides, like Republicans and Democrats, they're both capable of going too far. And even though liberals are more often known to have radicals on their side, it doesn't mean that Republicans don't have it either. Like I said before, both sides have their good people and their bad people. It's very important to know that you should really be careful in how you present your free speech. But at the same time, when you really want to make your point across, you shouldn't hold back. So you basically have to be very bold, but also at the same time very careful. Because the last thing you want is for someone to get the wrong idea and then they actually accuse you of something that you're not. There's a couple of very good quotes that I found from certain people that that most of society won't even care about, or they would probably say, they would antagonize or say that's communist propaganda and stuff like that. And I think it's kind of dumb. Now, there is one in particular form of free speech that may have been looked at as being too far. And it's something that I grew up with when this first came out. I was in high school at the time, during my sophomore year, during the 88-89 school year. And this is a form of free speech that had a very strong impact on society.
What's up? Hey, hold on. Y'all know what the motherfucking police trying to tell us backstage? They try to tell us what the fuck we can't play. Motherfuckers trying to tell us what the fuck we can't say. This is NWA. We do what the fuck we want to do. We say what the fuck we want to say. So everybody, put the middle fingers high in the sky. Until the punk ass count backstage. Yo, Dre. What up? I got something to say.
I remember when this album first came out during my sophomore year. News reporters were coming up to kids, to the students from my high school, and asking all these questions about NWA and their controversial song, Fuck the Police. And the whole idea of free speech and things like that. And some of the students were actually, that were being interviewed, actually gave their honest opinion. And one kid, I remember, he actually said, well, they're a bunch of assholes anyway. So I don't really blame them for making that song. So there wasn't not one person who said that they went too far. And even though things like that could actually be considered, depending on the person's point of view, did it actually be considered taking it too far, that it was too explicit, that it was too vulgar, or whatever the case may be? Well, it's, you know, like, again, it depends on your point of view. However, if something doesn't get said, if something doesn't get done about corruption, then it's going to continue. And things will get worse and worse. So there has to be some form of free speech that will trigger people to come forward, to unite and actually make a difference. Of course, by avoiding as much violence as possible, which I know is not very easy, you know, for some people, or for a lot of people. And we already know through our recent history during the past 50 years or whatever, up until now, how bad things got. But it's still very important no matter what. And that's what I honestly feel. You shouldn't go too far, but if it's something that really needs to be said, then I'm all for it. I have nothing against it in that sense. Because we shouldn't have to take shit from radical ideas, from tyranny. And that's the way I see it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.